So tonight, when I'm recording this, I just got home from a night out with work. We went to this quiz show place where you're divided into different teams, and then you compete through being fast and answering questions about stuff, and yeah, like a game show, really. And before we went there, I just so didn't feel like it. I just didn't feel like I just want to go home and sit by my table and lay my puzzle. I don't know. It wasn't that it wasn't fun. It was just that in myself I didn't feel invited. And that has nothing to do with how other people treat me. Like nothing at all. Nothing. All of it comes from in here. A few years ago, I did one of those online tests. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? And I did it. The first one, I got 49.51. And I figured that's interesting. So I did another one. I got 51.49. And then I did a few of those, and I always ended up in the middle, which is, I guess, logical when it comes to me, because I know when I was younger, I was much of a loner, and then sometime in the 6th or 7th grade I became this like overly social person, the one who kind of talks to everybody in class, who doesn't belong to a certain group, but at the same time doesn't belong to a certain group. And I think that if we hadn't been divided into teams, which we were before we went there, because we had like a little dinner thing at work before we went, I would probably just not have gone. Would have just kind of just faded out and just kind of left. But obviously, when you're divided into a team, and you're definitely, and also the team leader, you can't really do that, because then you would need an explanation as to why you left. And I didn't have one, or didn't want to share one. I don't know. I'm not sure why I'm making this video now, after I got home. I mean, we won. We won the whole game show. But at the same time, it was like, and it wasn't the setting, it wasn't the people, it was just the feeling of being out of place, the feeling of not belonging, or not wanting to belong, or not wanting to not belong. I don't know. It's a very funky feeling. And I guess what I'm trying to say, or at least what I'm trying to show, or what I'm trying to ask is, do you guys ever feel this way? That you're sort of between two chairs? That, like, you're not where you're supposed to be, or you don't feel like you're where you're supposed to be? What I really wanted to do, to be honest, I just wanted to walk around the city, listen to music. That's what I wanted to do. Just walk by myself, clear my head, or unclear all my thoughts. I don't know. It was just one of those. I wanted to step into shadow and just be somewhere else. Which is obviously a very clear contrast to the person I normally am outwards, and the person you normally see in these videos, which is this really super happy, rawr, which I can be too. It's this jump between the introvert and the extrovert is something I still haven't figured out, I think. And maybe if I say it out loud, things will be clearer. Or maybe if I say it out loud, someone else will recognize themselves in my words. And maybe then I won't feel like I'm the only one in the shadows. So, yeah, good talk.